Welcome back, everybody. I'm here with my guest tonight is Charmaine.
Hey, girl.
What's going on, girl?
Hey,
Girl, listen. I just had to have you on here tonight because we had a conversation a few days ago, and I said, well, you know what? We gotta let the people know what's going on. Girl, you remember when we was talking about soul ties?
Because it's real life.
Real life shit. Listen, I'm gonna give you the basic concept of soul ties. The basic concept is connecting with someone sexually, and when you're connecting with that person, each time you leave a piece of your spirit with them and then with versa. You. Sometimes when you get into stuff and you be like, you know, I'm just going in this for the sex, right? Then you be like, oh, shit, you done got caught up. But then you try to figure out, now I don't want to be dealing with this dude. But you find yourself keep coming back.
Or it's a toxic situation. A situation you don't need to be in, but it's like you can't help yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right. You don't need to be in it. And sometimes it can be good for you or not. But you ain't, if it ain't that, it ain't nothing. Listen. It's 4 types, right? Spiritual, social, emotional, and physical. Now, you said you dealt with it before, right? I know I've dealt with it in my past growing up. You know what I'm saying? Not that I'm dealing with that person now, but it's something that I've already been through, so I know it to be real. So, give me your intake on emotional.
I mean, it's almost not any different than like you being in love, but it's more of it's a kind of more on a level of an addiction, I would say.
Yeah.
Cause like it's a little bit worse than, you know what I'm saying? It's a little bit worse than you being in love, but it's the concept of it is the same when you talk about emotional, because like no matter how many times you done cried. Oh, this person or this person that hurt you, you know what I'm saying? Like none of that matters when you're in the same space as that person. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's kind of like a magnet. You know what I'm saying?
That's
like,
exactly what it is.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly
it's just like, you know, you have the magnet over here and then you have over here. But when the two of them get close together, like they automatically
automatic.
Gonna come
and
back.
I don't care how hard you try to fight that thing. That thing is like a draw. It draws you like a urge, like like you said, like an addiction.
Right.
Like
and
that feeling when you know you want some chocolate or something.
Right.
When
you find
yourself
doing things
girl,
to stay tied to that situation. Like even if it's not that person, like it's almost a current situation for me. Like I'm still dealing with this particular soul tie, and you know, like going into the spiritual aspect of it, like I know that every partner, you know what I'm saying, there's a soul tie, which is why
I'm glad you mentioned that. I want to read something because it says perhaps the most clear-cut presentation of the negative effects of an unhealthy soul tie is delineated in 1 Corinthians 6:15. It says, do you not know that the one who joins himself to a prostitute is one body with her? For he says, the two shall become one flesh.
Right, which is why from that, just from what you just read, that's why, you know, that's going into the whole not having sex before marriage thing. You know what I'm saying? Because you're really only supposed to, sex is not just, people think it's just physical, but it's not. Like when you become intimate with somebody, like that's an emotional experience. It's a physical, like it's so much happening when you're involved with somebody that way.
You're actually leaving a piece of your spirit with them and they with you.
Right.
So now all of this stuff done intertwined and you ain't even going in for that. You went in and just leaving
so much behind. So like for every person that, you know what I'm saying, that you're involved with, like that's why some people don't think it's a big deal. And I think that's more of a gender thing, but we're not going to go there. But some people don't think it's a big deal because your body count matters. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how many souls you're tied to. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how much you're leaving behind. And that's why I said, like, I think the current one is probably the worst one because, like, it's to the point to where, like, I keep in contact with certain people. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because they are an extension to this person. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, I keep certain people in my life just so I can say, hey, you know what? How about such and such, or what's such got going on, or you know, and it really messes with you. It messes with you emotionally. You know, it messes with you mentally. Like,
because even
I constantly think about
to do it.
I don't like to go certain places because I'm like, what if I run into him? Like, I'm afraid, you know what I'm saying? Because I know that this person is not good for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I don't need to be involved with this person, but it's like, I swear to God, if you show up at my door right now, you know what I'm saying? Like, I swear, like, it's really like, I really pray, like, Lord, please take this off me. Like, because it really is that deep. Like, I know that I don't need this person in my life. Like, I know that this is a tie that I'm bound to, but I need to detach from the emotion behind it. Like, I need the emotion behind it. I need you know what I'm saying? Like, I need it to stop messing with me.
That's where it's going to take, that's where your self-control comes in. Now, we know in order for us to get over something, you got to do something else.
No, that's
look, they say, get under somebody else. No, listen.
Don't do that.
Don't do that, y'all.
Don't do that.
I'm saying.
I was just joking. That's not funny. That's not funny.
Listen. The only thing that I think people should really do is you're try not to make that phone call. Or if that call is calling you, don't answer. Because I know it's hard because I've been there. But when you know you truly want to be done with this person, you got to wean yourself off just like a drug. Just like a drug.
But and it's hard going cold turkey. I'm gonna tell you right now, because I mean, like, I know they have therapy for these things, and I know they have rehab for things. Yeah. But I mean, the average person ain't got no money to it. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, I'm so addicted to. Really, like, I'm all stigmatized right now, and I'm gonna need you to counsel me about this, like. The average person don't have the time or the money to do that. So it's really going cold, right? But you know what? But I feel like progress is being made because I can admit to myself, like, I have a problem. Like, this is a problem. Like, right. This man is a problem for me. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, so
I've been there. But I'm gonna tell you something. But this. Now, it says that you basically have to give yourself to this person to have that soul tie. But what if it's somebody you ain't never been with sexually? And they got something over you that you can't control.
Ooh, no, that's next level. I've never...
See, that's where... Because, see, you got physical, emotional, spiritual... You know what I'm saying? Listen. And you got social. Now, social, I would think, is just being around somebody, you know, a friend or something like that y'all just got this connection that you can't even explain yourself. It's not sexual, but it's still a connection. Now, but when I'm thinking spiritual and emotional, even without sex, when when a man done tapped into your inner. You understand what I'm saying? They can tap into your inner and don't even enter you.
When the different types intertwine. And I think that's why this particular one is so hard. Because like usually it's 4 different types and you don't have to experience them all at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm,
but I think when they start to intertwine with one another, you know what I'm saying? So when you have an emotional and, you know what I'm saying, when you have more than one.
Let me read this. Per the neuropsychiatrist Dr. Daniel Amen, whenever a person is sexually involved with another person, neurochemical changes occur in both their brains that encourage limbic emotional bonding. Limbic bonding is the reason casual sex doesn't really work for the most people on a whole mind and body level. 2, people may decide to have sex just for the fun of it, yet something is occurring on another level that they didn't agree to at all. Now you thinking, I'm just going, you see him, he fine, I just want to beat that down. Listen. But you know the men do it to us all the time.
And that's what I'm about to say, like that explains why most often, sometimes it happens to men, but most often it's the woman who agrees to a certain level just for the sake of the intimacy. Like you know, they're those men who are like, I don't want that serious. You know what I'm saying? And she goes along.
They say that.
Right.
They say
she goes along with it for the sake of keeping that
to you
right.
Either. They saying one thing with their mouth, but their actions showing you something else.
Because it's for that particular male, it's about the sex, but the woman that's going along with it, you know what I'm saying? That's why 3 weeks in, she and her feelings now, and now it's a whole different thing because that goes into emotional soul ties.
Like, I told you from the beginning I ain't want nothing serious. Oh, girl, don't we know it all too damn well. Listen. They don't realize. That's why these men out here, and we say it all the time. When somebody dealing with somebody and they say, okay, I'm done with you, and these niggas is coming out here killing folk. No, listen. They killing their females, they killing the kids, everything. I mean, emotions run high. And during a Trump, you know what? I said this in my interview with Makeda S. Trauma comes in many faces. But if you think about it, when somebody touch you like that, they got all of you. You feel like, whew, you can't even breathe without these motherfuckers. Now listen. But if they come at you half cocked and you know, trying to play me. You know what I'm saying?
It goes back to what you said about having self-control, because first of all, you have to realize, and this is why it's important to have this knowledge. You need to know these things. You know what I'm saying? Right. Because when you don't know what's going on with you, like that is what takes you to a level of insanity. You know what I'm saying? Because not only are you going through this change, you're going through all these emotions, you're going through all this, you walk around wondering why I can't street this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, but when you know what's going on with you, then you have the ability to be like, yo, like, this is what we gotta do.
Right.
For the sake of my sanity, like, I have got to figure out a way to move past this. I gotta figure out a way to get this. You know what I'm saying? So it's important to know what's going on with you, first of all.
Right.
Like when we were talking about it a couple days ago, and I was like, in order to solve the problem, you gotta first admit that you got one. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
So if you don't know that this is what you're dealing with, you know what I'm saying? Like, of course you're not gonna understand, and it's just like why people and you see it on social media all the time because people put their business out there all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, oh, one month you booed up. The picture's cute. The status is, oh, I'm out with Bae and we cute and we in love. And then the next month, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
I'm single. I don't know why. And then it's a back thing. Right. Like, that goes back to the soul ties. Like, you already given a part to this person. Mm-hmm. Like, you're tied to this person, which is why you keep going back. Which is why you keep going back. Because to keep it all the way 100, it's a reason why it's always coming to a halt. It's a reason why things are always ending. Right. It's a reason, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's it's something about this person that obviously doesn't quite meet your standards completely. Right. But because you done jumped out there, you know what I'm saying? And you done bounded yourself to this person. Ooh. You know what I'm saying? Like, you constantly, oh, well, I'm going to give you another chance. I'm going to give you another chance. Not realizing that you're the same person. You know what I'm saying? Like, you already showed me who you are. That's just who you are. You know what I'm saying? And you keep going back. Right. I try to live by it, but I also tell, like, my younger family members, you know, my mentees, like, I tell them, like, the goal is progression, not regression. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, regardless of, oh, but you know, we really had something. And when we was good, we was good. But when we was bad, we was bad. Yeah. Like, for whatever reason it ended. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Leave it where it's at. Keep it moving. Mm-hmm. We gonna move on. We gonna don't go backwards.
And ain't nobody saying you can't be this person's friend. You know what I'm saying? But you know how far to take it. It's like
it depends on the tie.
Exactly.
It depends on the tie because prime example. I literally just talked to one of my exes today. Mm-hmm. Like, a little while ago. Like, and though there was once a tie there, I don't have to worry about going back. Right. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, I'm able to be friends with him and we be friends. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. However,
that's what I said, but it took a moment.
There are certain ties where that's just not happening. I feel safer
staying away from you,
not running into you, as opposed to us even trying to be friends. And not saying that we don't get along or that we wouldn't have a good friendship. It's just that because of how strong that tie was, having a platonic friendship is probably something that I can't do with certain ties. Like, right. With certain ties, it's not going to be platonic. Like, that tie was just, some ties are stronger than others.
Yes, that's true. Now, the only thing is that it did take some time for me to shake that feeling. But once I shook it, I was able to, for instance, I was with my baby boy's father for 10 years. And we almost fought that whole 10 years. I couldn't get away from him though. I couldn't get away from him. And then one day, you know, you say you get tired of being tired. You get tired, sick and tired of being tired. And so it couldn't be no excuse. Got that baby ticket and was like, you had, listen. I can't work with it. You understand? I can't work with it to a certain extent where it's tearing me down. Right. You understand? Right. I love me. And when I get to that point where I feel like I'm not loving me more than I'm loving you, no, we got a problem. Then I got to cut you off. Right. I got to cut you off because it's no longer safe for me. Right. I got to cut you off because it ain't going to be safe for you. You understand what I'm saying? Feel me when I tell you. Next level for reality. That's a whole nother thing going on. And I'm telling you, I'm not finna have it no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm 52 years old, girl. I can't be
Dang, girl, nice.
I love it. I just can't see myself allowing myself to go through that. So of course I've been holding tight, that clank. You understand? Because I can't.
Really so hard.
I know, but I'm right now. Everything is a spiritual for me because I need to feel and the emotional and the physical. But right now, that is not even what I fell
for
in
me.
love
Like
with.
it's not even spiritual for me. It's just like I gotta protect my peace at this point.
Yeah,
Like
that's
I just
it.
gotta protect my peace at this point. And
That's
it's just
all.
like I'm comfortable with where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Like, and and not just like with the social thing. Like, I don't even have friends anymore. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I use that term. I don't use that term lightly. You know what I'm saying? I don't use that term lightly. You know what I'm saying? But I'm okay with that. Like, there was a point in my life where, you know what I'm saying, I wouldn't go nowhere if my quote-unquote friends wasn't going. Or I wouldn't do nothing if my friend wasn't there. Or whatever the case is. But I'm at a place now to where I don't need that. I don't care for that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm okay with that. You know? I'm okay. Hey, look, this is what I want to do. You know I rock with you. If you want to go with me, you can go with me. If you don't want to go with me, you don't got to go with me. And I'm good with that. Like, it comes to relationships. Like, I don't need nobody doing me no favors. Don't be around me if you don't want to be around me.
Right.
You know, and if you're not coming into this offering what it is I'm looking for, not 1, 2, or 3 of it completely ready to give me what I'm looking for.
Okay.
I don't need nobody disturbing my peace.
Right.
Because I don't need to worry about.
They're not gonna be honest with you, sister, and tell you, I'm just here for the 2 now. Because you requested 5, but I got the 2. But I'm gonna work with you though.
But
no, and then they still playing.
This goes that goes along with the point of you being able to put, like you said, for you it's the spiritual, like that's where you are right now. For me, like I said, it's protecting my peace. So you have to get to a point to where you put that first.
Yes.
Beyond any means. So even though, okay, well, you check box 1, box 2, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 2 months in, when I find out, oh, definitely don't got 4 and 5.
Right.
You cut. Like, and you know what I'm saying? I'm a person that I'm adult enough to tell you, look, sir, clearly, you know what I'm saying? These 2 things are a deal breaker for me.
Okay.
You either don't or can't give me that. You and cool people, and you're gonna be good for somebody. It just ain't good for me. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm gonna need you to go ahead, keep that to the left. You understand what I'm saying? And you have to be willing to have those conversations.
Right. These things got to be established before you get them the cookies now.
Right.
See, you messing around.
Right.
Looking so good, you be like, okay, we'll have that conversation later, but right now I just need to feel it.
Girl,
no.
Listen, let me tell you something. I got a neighbor.
Lord Jesus. Hallelujah. You special.
Let me tell you something. You don't know how many times I be like, can you just get out my house? Like, he's so cool. Like, he's real cool people. Like, I swear to God, like, he's such a cool dude or whatever. But, and like, we could be chilling, we could be talking, and like, he'll say something that make me want to remember what I used to be, like, what I used to be. You feel me? And I'm like, you know what? Oh, so I'm getting kind of tired. Then you might need to go ahead and 3 doors down because I'm gonna need you to get out. I'm out. Like, it's hard. It's hard.
Jumping on you.
But I be like, girl,
jump back and slap you in the middle.
Calm down. Calm down, because you act now. You act like you ain't never had none of your life.
So I tell you what, answer me this. right now, what would you tell a female or male coming up how to handle themselves with this? Would you say to a young lady and a young gentleman coming up, don't do it, don't make that leap before you're married or whatever with jumping in the bed with somebody, or play devil's advocate and be like, you need to hit that before you get married? So I don't know. I'm thinking
it depends, and I'm gonna tell you why I say it depends.
Mm-hmm.
It depends because I want to be a realist. Like,
right.
The reality of it is, I don't think no teenager now that's going into that phase of their life is really like, oh yeah, no, I ain't really interested in that. I ain't trying to, you know what I'm saying? Like,
going in head
right,
first, like,
you know what I'm saying?
cabbage.
So I don't want to be irrational to think that, you know what I'm saying, they really out here trying to whack. You feel me? But that would be an option that I would offer.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And so, like, of course you have to know the person you're talking to. So it's just, you know, like, so if I'm just generally giving it out, like, yes, of course, you know, not doing it all is an option. Wait. But to be realistic, you know what I'm saying? Get to know that person first. Because you could tell everything you need to know about a person before you even get there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Before you even get there. Just like you were saying before, like, you could have that soul tie before even I was at that place once in my life too. You understand what I'm saying? And that is a particular soul tie that I don't regret having because of the fact that I knew that was something that I wanted before I even jumped into that. You understand what I'm saying? Now, regretfully, didn't quite work out. But, you know what I'm saying? I don't regret going there because of the fact that, like, that tie was already there before things became intimate. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So
that's what I'm trying to tell you.
Right.
The way that I am now with my man, he is like, we've never been, you know, sexually intimate, but he is so much a part of me. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I say it all the time. I make love to a man's mind before I make love to his body. And that's exactly what he's done to me. And I think it's like the ultimate right now because we have a close bond, but there's no sexual, nothing going on. So,
and I am an introvert.
A lot to me.
I'm an introvert. I like myself. I like to be by myself. So, with this particular person that I was referring to, when I realized that, like, I could literally be with this dude every day. Like, we don't even gotta be, you know what I'm saying? It didn't even, it was at that point, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't even nothing sexual going on. It was just like, yo, like, I know that I could be with this dude every day. Like, I could literally live with this man. We could live together and I could be with him every day and I'd be good. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, when I realized that, then I was like, yo, like, that's when I was comfortable with crossing that line to have that tie. Because for me to be somebody, I don't like people coming to my house. Keeping it 100. I got family that don't even know my address. Keeping it 100. I don't like people at my house. I don't like people. You know what I'm saying? So for me to be that connected to you, to be like, yo, I want you in my space every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, that for me was confirmation that, all right, you know what I'm saying? Like, I could have this tie. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I could have this bind because, you know what I'm saying? It was the tie was already there. Even if things never became sexual, like, the tie was already there.
Right, that's what I'm about to tell you. Because with me, like I said, it's spiritual and emotional right now. It's no physical, nothing going on. And that not only plays a special part for me, but the fact that I can care so much about somebody.
Warning. Wow, that is amazing. And it is great. The aftermath should...
Yeah, well, I understand everything you're saying. And we're going to close this out. But this is so juicy, we're going to do a part 2. Okay?
We got to.
We're going to do a part 2, and we want you to come back and join us. Remember, hit that like, subscribe, ring that bell, and hit me in the post and let me know what you think.